Yes.
But
Okay.
I have to, because
Hi. You gonna do it?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, she told me just in case you were doing that.
Okay.
I'll make sure we're good. Yeah,
Okay.
because you did it last time. So.
Okay.
I don't have to worry about that.
Okay, we're going to go out there and have a coffee.
Relax.
And she didn't tell you about pausing it.
Yes, I'm actually just gonna pause that. Pause that. So we're not gonna record it.
Ah, that sounds good.
right.
So you want the deal?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you ready? It makes everybody miserable.
Yeah.
There are loves in the glory whose impulse can fall with glory. Where they slowly rejoin and all will turn. We are broken by on my way to the sky, in the joys of childhood, one and two, I said, I dwell in the world. Oh, in the circle, we are broken on my way to the sky, some of it which we say with child bones. Do you love me that taught you or some other told? Oh, will soon be broken by my Lord, on my waiting in the sky, Lord,
It's our day.
only conviction happy gathering round my side long ago. And you think to my honey and left you here alone. Oh, where the circle be unbroken by and by, by and by. Till then, on our way to the sky, glory of the sky. We see flames, one by one. Will the sun be unbroken? Will it be completed? Or will the sun be unbroken by the night? On the way
Who breaks the power of sin and darkness? Whose love's body so much stronger? The King of glory, King above all kings. Who shakes the boulder with falling thunder? Leaves us breathless, high and wonder. The King of glory, King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is a failing love. That you would take my place. Clear my throat. You lay down your life. That I would be set free. Jesus, I sing for what you've done. Who brings our chaos back into order? Who makes the orphan sons and daughters? The King of glory, King above all kings. Who takes hold, makes us know, makes us rest. Down and over, the King of all kings. This is amazing grace. This is a failing love. That you would take my place. And you would bear my cross. Lay down your life. That I would be set free. Jesus, I sing for
Nice to have you.
He doesn't know what we know. Medically speaking. He used to have a substance. No.
Morning, everybody.
Separate.
Get started. Would you take a moment to greet your neighbor with a handshake or a hug?
I'm gonna love to see. Oh, yes. He started.
No action, we are all here together.
$6,000. All it does is make him feel. Why? It makes no sense.
And our song for May is Peace is Every Step. And it's on your beat sheet. The words are, so let's join together. Join our hearts and our voices. I am a prayer for peace. Wherever I go, peace goes with me. I feel peace inside, and every breath peace abides. I know the joy of peace. I choose fear to release. Every moment love wakes up, and peace is every step. I am a prayer for peace. Wherever I go, peace goes with me. I feel peace inside, with every breath, peace abides. I know the joy of peace. I choose fear to release. Every moment love breaks on, peace is every step. Peace is every step. I am a prayer for peace. Wherever I go, peace goes with me. I feel peace inside. Every breath, peace abides. I know the joy of peace. I choose fear to release. Every moment love wakes up. Peace is every step. Peace is every step. Again, peace is every step. Last time, peace is every step.
Good morning. Welcome. My name is Laura Mead, and I'm the newest member of the board. And this is my first time as platform chair, so if my voice quavers, bear with me. I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful that you are here, and I am honored and grateful to serve you. Let's start with our unity statement. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We gather to create an experience of spirit. At UnityCR, we offer practical teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. Meeting you right where you are, we endeavor to provide a variety of ways to support your path for spiritual living. Let's talk about some of those ways that we can support your path. We have a few announcements today. The first one is this afternoon, or after the service at 11:30, there is a book discussion on book Loving What Is. And if you haven't participated in this, you're welcome to join today. It's a fantastic group of discussion, and it's a very powerful book to discover the 4 questions that will change your life. And there's a great group there. Jan and Susan are facilitating that discussion, and a love offering is gratefully received. There are also several other books by Byron Katie. That's the author of the book, Byron Katie. There are several other books in the bookstore, and you can stop by and pick up a copy before the class. Speaking of Byron Katie, we have saved a date for you to consider. May 13th, 14th, and 15th. Martha Creek will be here, and she'll be discussing and sharing some workshops with us on how this work, Byron Katie, how the work works. So save those dates, Friday, May 13th, Saturday, May 14th, and Sunday, May 15th. There's several workshops, so pick one that works for you. Also today, there is a book circulation day. From 9 to 1, we will be placing the extra library books into circulation. So take those that you want to read and leave the rest. And it will be in the community room. Let's see, there's a quote from the Thank God for Prayer by Russell Lake: to give the primary rule for abundance as well as for general being. Also, May is, happy May Day, by the way. May is the month that we kick off our auto tithe drive. Beginning today, we'll kick off the drive, and during the month of May, a member from the leadership circle will be available in the foyer 30 minutes before and after the Sunday service to assist anyone who would like to enroll. It's very easy. You just fill out this form, and you don't have to worry about remembering your checkbook every week, or if you can't make it for a week, but you're able to help support our congregation here. Having a constant flow of good allows UnityCR to thrive and serve, so please consider making this commitment. If you're currently enrolled in the program, we invite you to consider increasing your tithe. So anyone that wants to enroll outside of the Sunday service can contact Ruth, our office administrator over here, or you can call 393-5422 or email. And Vicki Geppinger, right there, is our prosperity chair, and she's also available to assist you. It's a great program. It gives you great peace of mind, and it gives our center peace of mind as well. I skipped a couple of things already. Our prayer room partners today are Vern and Audrey.
It's Josh.
It's Josh. Okay, Josh is over here. He's a great prayer room partner. Just have to tell you that. All right. And our special music is Jesse and Eric at the piano samples. And before you shut off your phone, we do want you to shut it off, but before you do that, we want you to check in with us on Facebook for your status update. We appreciate you helping us create a presence in the community and sparking interest for those who do not know about us. Yes.
I have asked the welcome team of ministry to meet today at 11:30 for those who can. We'll meet in one of the picture rooms.
Okay.
We'll see you there.
Welcoming team, anyone who's interested in being on the welcoming team will meet in one of the empty classrooms after the service. Thank you. Also, we want to welcome our live streamers and anyone who listens to the podcast as well, the podcast listeners. We are glad to have you with us. You are still part of our group and our congregation, so we're happy to have you. All right, now I have one more thing I forgot. We will not have brunch in the community room today, but there are May baskets in the community room, so if you do want to go back there, and while you're there, sign up to volunteer to serve brunch during the month of May. There's a sign up sheet there for you. Please do that. Also, on your way there are some cards in the foyer. This is a new month, the month of May. The power of the month. These are the powers, the 12 powers, the 12 gifts of God. The one for this month is power itself. And the affirmation is the ability to, I have the power to create my world. And power is ability to master, to have dominion and control. We have the power to master our world. So grab one of these and stick them on your refrigerator or your pocket, your purse, anywhere you want to remember that power for the month. All right, our invocation for today is there is only, say it with me, it's on the right side of your bulletin. There is only one presence and one power in my life and in the universe. God, the good, omnipotent. Let's take a deep breath and have a centering prayer before we continue. Take a deep breath. You made it. You made it to this sanctuary, our sanctuary, to your sanctuary. This is the place you chose to fill your bucket, to charge your batteries, to plug in to God. Let go of your worries, let go of your fear, let go of your to-do list. Just be here now. Be here now. This is a healing place. It's a place of worship, a place of friendship, a place of acceptance. This is a place to love and to be loved. A place to see the Christ and to be the Christ. We know God is here right now. God is in the person next to you, in front of you, around you. God is in the words you hear. God is in the touch of a handshake or a hug. God is in the music that enfolds us and lifts us up. God is in the children's joy and energy. Wow, there is no spot where God is not. And in this spot, in this service, in this congregation, we feel God's presence. And it is good. We are safe. We are welcome. Home. And so it is. Amen. Our daily word for today, the affirmation is, my life is a treasured gift. The best way to show appreciation for God's gift of life is to live it in service to others. Today gives me a chance to offer my love and gratitude to anyone who needs it, to pray a prayer for someone else, to reach out with the hands of my heart and support. I can direct it wherever I choose. Today, I will remember that my life is a valuable gift. As this day progresses, each moment provides me another opportunity to decide what I will do with it. How will I express God in ways that bless others? Even a casual kind word, a compliment, or a smile can make a difference in someone's day. My life is a treasured gift from God, so I use it to be an agent for love, kindness, and compassion in the lives of others. And the Bible verse is from Psalm 21, verse 4. He asked you for life, you gave it to him. All right, let's sing. Our song this morning is We Let It Be. It's on your pink sheet. Please stand as you're able. And now let us hear from Sarah's governor on what the children are doing today.
Today we're talking about the gift of power and creation, and that we can help create our world. And so today we're going to be creating, and we're going to be doing a wonderful project with creation, working with clay and working with all the beauty that the world provides for us. And she created some lovely, colorful flowers, and I want to welcome and thank Linda for helping us, and Laura for helping us, and Jean, and everyone in the community who come together to support our youth. And so it's going to be super fun, and I wanted to we are creating. Yes, we are powered, certainly we can. Powered, we are powered. Okay, yes, that would be lovely. Okay, thank you. Have a great.
We are powered in the light, in the light, in the light. We are powered in the light, in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
And now we get to hear from our featured musicians, Jesse and Eric of the Paracycles. And their song they are singing is Rain.
Yeah, and I just have to say this, so I don't know if this is not on take or not, but I just want to say that you definitely can tell God is good, because we had no idea what the topic was today, and the next song is actually, it's about life, and you're talking about washing over me, and we have tears over here, so we have a variety of things, and it's just amazing how that all comes together into one. And so I just wanted to say that before we got started, because I'm over here with Jesse talking his ear off, this is awesome, I can't believe this. So anyways, we're gonna have fun with things go one by one, stop and stare. It's beautiful, beautiful. And I feel the rain wash over me, it cleanses each thought till I'm ready. Your rain, I feel your rain. Reveals nothing has life without rain. Your rain washes me, your rain. I see beauty by your rain. My drowning, my faith begins each time I leave shelter for your rain. And I'll explore, learn so much more, living life in your rain. Oh, your rain, I feel your rain. Reveals nothing when life without your rain. Your rain washes me, your rain. I see beauty wrapped in your rain. Oh, your rain, your rain, your rain, your rain, your rain, your rain. Reveals nothing as life without your rain. Your rain washes me, your rain. I see beauty like rain.
Right, that was absolutely perfect. I heard Laura say Happy May Day. So I got curious last night about the origin of May Day. In the ancient Northern Hemisphere, spring festival and usually a public holiday. In the late 19th century, May Day was chosen as the date for International Workers' Day by the socialists and communists of the Second International to commemorate the Haymarket Affair in Chicago, where hundreds of thousands of workers walked off the job. So the earliest May Day celebrations appeared in pre-Christian times, festival, blah, 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 blah. Since the 18th century, many Roman Catholics have observed May. So we have, a nature equinox type celebration. We have a solidarity of workers commemoration, and then we have to throw in a religious aspect. So the Roman Catholics have observed actually the month of May with various May devotions to the Blessed Virgin Mary. A friend who grew up in the Catholic tradition was telling me that they would make an altar in their homes and have flowers there, and then each day they would light a candle and do a rosary for Blessed Mother Mary. And then, so that's the celebration part of May Day. And I think most of us have heard the term, May Day, May Day, May Day. And I can't get the page up right now. That originated in about the mid-1920s in aeronautics and actually in naval practices. It actually replaced the traditional Morse code SOS signal, and it was, the term was coined by actually a French man, and I can't pronounce the French word from which it derives, but the French term means "come help me." And the term was always repeated 3 times so that it was not confused with any other phrase. May Day, May Day, May Day. So this last week has been a May Day week. Some of you are aware that we have a member, Sharon T. Thompson, whose 24-year-old son was killed in a crash May Day kept going through my mind. I don't know if we have any people in the room who have experienced the death of a child. I know we have congregants who've had that experience. Many of us probably know someone who has experienced the death of a child. And you know, experiencing, living through, having someone that we love so dearly leave the planet is one thing. And I'm making an assumption that most of us would agree that I don't think there's anything harder than having a child predecease us. It is, as far as I can tell, a humanly impossible road, and nobody knows how to get down that road. And nobody knows how to get through that experience. That question comes up a lot in my experience of having been with folks who have been predeceased by a child. One of the most common questions is, how do I do this? And I kept saying, I don't know, nobody knows. Nobody knows how to do this. And what I always assure the parents is there is no right or wrong way to do this. The only way to do this is to allow everything to emerge from us, allow everything to move through us. And one of my primary pieces of advice is don't listen to people who tell you how to do this. And don't listen to people that think they know what it means. And don't listen to people who, let's see into that sentence. So, you know, this week and every time I've been through this experience with a parent, people are so precious and people are so well-meaning, and I just hear the most interesting phrases come out of people's mouths. And again, there's no right or wrong response. There's no right or wrong thing to say. The more years that I invest in this God-forsaken profession, I don't recommend it to anyone. The more time I invest in this profession, the more I am learning that almost no words are necessary. We hear things like, God needed another angel in heaven. We hear things like, why did God take my son or my daughter? We hear things like, so-and-so is in a better place. We hear things like, there's a purpose to this. We don't know the purpose yet, but I know there's a purpose. So, you know, there's a whole long list. And people turn to and rely on their own beliefs, their own faith system, and that's what they want to share with people. And I completely understand that. I completely understand that. What I'm learning and what I've actually known for a very long time, my first close-up and in-my-face experience with this was September 25th, 1995. And it was my best friend's 18-year-old son who was killed in a freak accident. And I just lost my train of thought. What I'm learning is that perhaps the only thing that we can do is lean into love. Maybe not the only thing. Perhaps the best thing we can do is lean into love. And one of the thoughts that kept coming to me, I don't remember if it was, I think it was either Thursday night or Friday night, one of the phrases that kept coming to me is that love reaches out for us when our steps falter. And when we are crawling across shattered glass and upright nails, love reaches down and wraps its arms around us. So when we experience this part of life, and it is a part of life, it's unavoidable. Every single person in this room will pass out of this physical body. That I know for damn sure. Every single person we know and love and are attached to will pass out of their physical body. I have had plenty of experience with that in my family and very dear friends. So I know that for sure. Does anybody remember what we were doing the first Sunday in May in 2014? Anybody else? First Sunday in May, it wasn't May Day, but it was the first Sunday in May. 1 year and 364 days to the year, Doug Jackson made his transition, our beloved Doug Jackson. And I remember coming home, that was a week from hell. There is hell on earth, by the way, it's not somewhere else. So don't wait for it somewhere else. And there's also heaven on earth, and that's not somewhere else. So don't wait for that either. Experience it now. So I remember after that week, we had the memorial on a Saturday. Are these expressions of love not amazing and awesome and beautiful? The family took home just a few of the arrangements, and they really wanted to leave them for you all so you could experience love and beauty. So 2 years ago on that Saturday, I got home late in the day after we had had the memorial service at the Paramount Theater. And I remember sitting at the table, I had a friend with me, and I remember sitting at the table shaking my head and saying, tomorrow's Sunday, I got nothing. I got nothing. And yesterday afternoon, when I was driving home, I thought, tomorrow's Sunday, and I got nothing. 2 years ago, another friend came to church that morning, came to Unity that morning with bags full of M&Ms and said, you know, I think it was hell, we should pass the M&Ms. So I thought perhaps today would be a perfect day to have M&Ms for breakfast. There are spoons in the dish, and I ask that you use a spoon and spoon the M&Ms that you're in. And before anybody touches them, it's a mixture. So if there are any peanut allergies, do not touch the M&Ms because there's a mixture in here. Your name.
It's on mic.
Lonnie wasn't, Lonnie?
Yeah.
We're having a little tussle over M&Ms in the back row. chapel, did they get some in the chapel? Here's another bowl. So I figure, you know, life is a celebration, just like May Day, the maypole and all the pretty flowers and all the May baskets and knocking on people's doors and running away. And so life is a celebration. And the unwretched part of my career is that I get invited into life celebrations. I love that. And life is an abyss, and life gets really, really gritty. And I get invited into that on intimate levels like you cannot imagine. So I figure it's a good time to turn to M&Ms. I remember Kyle and Lindsay, I remember Kyle saying at the first pray-in that he participated. We had M&Ms and Twizzlers and a variety of other junk there. And I remember in the middle of the night, Kyle coming out to the bookstore and picking up some M&Ms and saying, "These M&Ms are my God, they are getting me through the night." 40 hours. So today felt like a really important M&M day. The only other thing I want to say about this is we call this little blip of time that we're in this physical skin suit, we call it life. So crazy, you know, because our soul has existed since forever, and our soul will exist for forever. And when we lay down this little vehicle that we use to get around on this planet, we call that death. And that's kind of crazy too, actually. I think I shared one time when I was with my sister, when she made her transition, I had such a clear knowing, being with her in the hour, well, it was years, but being with her in the final hours of that process. It was so clear to me that her soul was being birthed into its next expression. And you know, there's one way to experience that when we have the opportunity to watch it happen, one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time. And it's a completely different experience when it happens in an instant. One is easier than the other. They're very different from one another. There's just so much to digest and so much to process. I think the week is beginning to catch up with me, and I am able to be more present to my own body and my own spiritual process. So the other thing that I want to close with is every time we have a memorial here, and this memorial was a little bit different because we essentially did it all ourselves. We did not have, Zach was cremated, and we did not have the assistance of a funeral director and a funeral home and all that business. And Ruth, I wasn't in the office all week. And I remember checking in with Ruth on Thursday, I think. And everything was, our regular business was all running and happening. And as the week went on, things started to occur to me that we needed to have in place. So I'm having texts with our licensed leader team, and I'm having texts with Ruth and asking people to, contact me, welcome people. We need kitchen crew, so we would like to have some welcome folks for us. Penelope took care of coffee service Friday night. We're guessing we had maybe 125 people at the visitation here Friday night. And we're guessing we had somewhere maybe 150, 170 here for the service yesterday. We printed the memorial folders. We planned a lunch menu. We opened freezer and refrigerator doors and created a meal. And I can't remember how many people were in the kitchen with you, maybe a dozen. And we had the licensed leaders assisting the family, and music. Tracy Price turned over heaven and earth to come up with a pianist and a vocalist for a very specific song that Tracy wanted Sharon and the family to hear. I might be forgetting some parts, but what I was watching on Friday and Saturday was UnityCR. And, you know, a week ago for Judy's benefit, by the way, that was not a cancer benefit. I wish I'd been around when we printed those flyers. It was not a benefit for cancer. It was a benefit for Judy Jundy. Thank you very much. And the whole village came together, and that event was so amazing. And then less than 1 week later, the whole community comes together, and people literally come out of the woodwork and say, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? How can I help? How can I support? And of course, Sharon and Gary and Shanice, I mean, I heard 10,000 times this week how grateful they are. Sharon kept saying, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. So that's part of what I'm overwhelmed with today is gratitude for the individuals in this community and gratitude for the one body of this community. We truly are a village. It truly does take a village to navigate life. And we truly are here to look after one another. That's what we came to do. Let's have a little meditation time, shall we? How about a collective breath? I know I am breathing in. I know I am breathing out. With every breath, we have the activity of spirit in us. And when we are mindful, when we remember to pause and notice our breath, coming home to the activity of spirit in us, coming home to the body of this vehicle. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that every body on the planet, every body on the planet is an expression of the divine source. We are all unique expressions. And so when we experience this part of life, this impossible road of life, we are called to raise our consciousness, to raise our thoughts, to raise our eyes, to raise our hearts, and to open our spiritual eyes and truly look, just truly look for love. Because it's in the heart of everybody who came out of creation, who came out of source, who came out of spirit, who came out of divine love, who came out of God. If there is any piece of animosity in our heart, if there is any piece of unforgiveness, of resentment, of antagonism, if there's any peace in our hearts, I just invite us to go in there on this holy day and to just extract it. It's so toxic and so unnecessary. And that animosity, that resentment, that bitterness, that unforgiveness, that toxic thought or emotion or feeling stands squarely between us and our experience of heaven on earth. Let it go. In this circle of hearts this morning, we embrace the free, brilliant soul of Zachariah Tate Thompson. We embrace the heart, body, and soul of Sharon Tate Thompson. We embrace Shanice Thompson and Gary Thompson. We open in our hearts. We send a vibration of solace, of grace, and comfort. Be still and know that I am. And so it is. And so it is. Now comes the time to bless our tithes and offerings. For those of us who are not yet on our auto tithe program, we write checks and we put in cash. So it's either the energy of the money that we are already giving or the energy of the money that we did today, because this money is the energy of God, it's not my money. I didn't make it. I share the energy of God with this spiritual community because I am so deeply committed to this spiritual community. And the work that we do goes far beyond your imagination. People who are touched by unity and the people who are supported by unity. So I strongly encourage us to open our hearts wide and come to a spiritual understanding about what is ours to do. We bless our good with the affirmation on the right side of the bulletin. I think it still starts with the words divine love. So know it with me, please. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. Do you guys have one more too? Is that correct? Sure. Is it something about rain? I forget.
It's very happy.
It's very happy. By the way, for those of you who weren't here yesterday, I do have to share one tiny story from one of the eulogies. Zach's very best friend is a beautiful woman named Shauna, and they met in the 9th grade. And she said we were sitting in study hall, and Zach passed her a note. She opened the note, and the note said, "Where do you shop?" And they were best friends from that moment.
How the shadow fell down, spreading love outside my skin and all. Now I think I'm ready to be alive in my home, still out in merciless storms. Oh, I'm ready, for I know my path is laid before me. As it lonely, I'll be away, and though my path may faith out of those doors. Oh, because I'm ready, for I know not the path is laid before me. I said, Lord, I'll be obeyed. And though my path may try to show me, I trust you, sure today. I'll be ready, I'll be ready, Lord, I'll be ready, so ready. For I know not the path that lay before me. I said, Lord, I'll be your day. And though my past may try to show me, I trust you, sure that's today, today. I'll be ready, I'll be ready, Lord, I'll be ready, I'll be ready. I said I'll be ready, 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 so ready.
They're moving the baskets, they're moving the M&Ms, rock stars. We are so grateful for the breath of life that moves through us. So grateful for life that has no beginning and no end. So grateful for the love by which we are surrounded. Truly grateful for the open and generous hearts that share God's good through this community to send a message of love and worthiness and connection. We bless these gifts, dedicating them to the work of Spirit through us. And so it is. Amen. I was going to say something. Oh, the M&Ms are in the bookstore. And the books, circulation books, are on the tables in the community room. They are for free circulation, and we also willingly receive love offerings, the proceeds of which will come through the bookstore to UnityCR. And May baskets are in the community room.
Because
And
we live in an abundant community and we want to share.
we're abandoning abundance,
We're
Ruth said to me yesterday. That ought to be a talk. We're abandoning abundance.
Is there a brunch today? No,
There is no brunch today.
just 2 minute basket.
M&Ms. And Vicki and Vicki will be in the foyer receiving with grateful hearts your new auto type form or your auto type increase. Anybody else have anything to say?
Well, I don't know, maybe, can I tell them a secret?
No, I'm not in the mood.
Well, I kind of want to tell them a secret.
Why'd you ask then?
Well, you know, I see all the time.
We need to pick up your vocal.
I do many things in the office, and one of the things I see are your tithes and offerings. And I want you to know from my heart that I am grateful for each one that goes through my hands. So I think it's important for you to know that someone just outside the sanctuary is grateful. And when I see these things and touch these things with my counters on Thursday and with my auto things that I do on Friday, I say thank you.
They're blessed every week.
So
Are they not?
that's a secret. Don't tell anybody.
They're blessed every week. Are they not? You want to sing?
I just want to thank
Now, do you want to sing another song?
peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, and we all agree. Let us walk with each other in perfect unity. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyful vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God.
Together, wherever I am, God is, and that is the truth.